Have you ever stood by a quiet lake or a river, picked up a small stone, and threw it in? The stone disappears in a second, but the ripples keep going. They move outward, circle after circle, touching parts of the shore you can't even reach. I'm John Michael Angelo, and welcome back to Resonate. Today, we're taking a break from the noise inside our heads to look at the picture on your screen. And if you look at the cover art for this episode, you'll notice something missing. There's no microphone. There are no headphones. There's no on air sign. There is just a heart and a ripple. Today, I want to tell you why. When I was designing the identity for the show, I was fighting a battle between two versions of myself. Maybe you relate to this. On one side, I have the teal. The voice becomes calmer and steady. Teal is a blue green color. It represents the teacher in me. It's the professional. It's the licensed educator. It's the admin who manages Pinoy Pulse Global. It's calm, it's deep, and it's serious. Teal is the ocean I swim in when I need to be an adult. But then there is the gold. Gold is the spark. It's the fanboy in me. It's a guy who screams for P-pop for any P-pop group. It's a creative spirit. It's a part of me that is loud, colorful, and maybe a little bit too much for some people. For a long time, I thought I had to choose. I thought, John, you're 34. Put away the gold. Just be teal. Or John, the teal is too boring. Just show the gold. But this podcast and that logo is the treaty between the two. And resonance happens when the blue meets the gold. We need the calm wisdom of the teacher and the electric joy of the fan. We don't have to choose. And then there's the shape. Almost every podcast logo has a microphone on it. And I get it. It says, I am speaking. But I didn't want a logo that says, I am speaking. I wanted a logo that asks, are you feeling? A microphone just amplifies sound. It makes noise louder. But a heart creates a rhythm. Lup dup, lup dup, lup dup. I realized that if I just talk into a mic, I'm just adding to the noise we talked about in the last week's episode. But if I speak from the heart, I'm creating a signal. That's why the logo has those circles radiating out. That is the ripple effect. When I share about the story about my anxiety, when you heard last week, that's a stone in the water. But when you listen and feel understood, that's the ripple reaching the shore. We never truly know how far our energy travels. You might smile at a stranger today, and that stranger might go home and be kinder to their kids. The ripple never ends. So, the takeaway, what color are you today? So, as we wrap up, I want you to look at your own life. Where are you being teal right now? Where are you being responsible, calm, and professional? And where are you being gold? Where's your joy? Where is your spark? If you feel unbalanced, it's usually because you're suppressing one of them. You're being too serious, or you're burning out from too much excitement. Real resonance is the mix. Again, I thank everyone who joined us in the past two episodes plus the episode today. And to our founding four and everyone joining us on Facebook and YouTube. Yes, we expanded to Facebook and YouTube and even on TikTok. Yes, so we are expanding our podcast to more social media platforms like Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and soon on X, formerly Twitter. Thank you for being part of my ripple today. And before we go, I have a small favor to ask. If you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube, did you know that the official home of this show is on Spotify? That is where you get the best audio experience. And if this episode resonated with you, whether you're on Spotify right now or heading there later, or maybe on Wednesday, could you take 2 seconds to click those 5 stars? It might seem small to you, just a little tap on the screen, but to me, that is the biggest ripple you can make. It tells the algorithm that this story matters, and it helps other teal and gold people find us. Next week, we're going to get vulnerable. We're going to take or to talk about the teal side of my life, my career, the 13-year gap of teaching, and the question that haunts me. Am I too late? But for now, go. Make some waves. I'm John Michael. Thanks for listening to our third episode titled The Ripple Effect. Let's resonate together.